Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with the feature race here from the F2 23 Ollie Bearman career mode. Yes, we're back once again here at the Hungaroring, 13 points back now behind Brad Benavides at the top of the championship. But honestly, at the moment, it's looking like with just a handful of races to go that we are in an 8-way title fight at this stage of the championship. Victor Martins there, 29 points back. Yeah, it's absolutely insane the way this season is going at the moment. Of course, if you missed out on the video that went live yesterday, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out as well. But we've got 19 more laps today here from Hungary. I just want to try and keep it clean and tidy. We're starting a little bit further down the order than I'd want, but we just need to try and keep it clean.
We're just 18 kilometres from the city of Budapest here in Hungary, where today's Formula 2 race is about to start. Hold on to your hats, this should be something special. The Hungaroring is located 12 miles northeast of the capital, Budapest. It's 2.7 miles long, featuring 14 corners, and it's got a reputation for making overtaking difficult. Nevertheless, there's a history of some truly exceptional races here. Let's hope our Formula 2 drivers can serve up some more of that today. With that then, let's run through the grid order. A fantastic effort from Frederik Vesti yesterday puts him on pole position, with Dennis Hauger alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Fittipaldi, Novalak, Jack Doohan, Hadjar, Pourchaire, Leclerc, Benavides, Victor Martins, Correa, Iwasa, Ollie Bearman, Zane Maloney, Cordial, Crawford, Miney and Richard Verschoor. Boschon, Stanek, Daruvala and Roy Nissany completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's get down to the track. Alongside me today, I'm delighted to welcome back to the commentary box the 2012 GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi. There looks to be a challenging race ahead of the drivers today, Davide. With that in mind, what are you looking out for today?
Well, Alex, I want to see how the drivers at the back of the grid are going to roll up. They'll need to make an impact in the early stages, and they're probably hoping for a bit of luck at the start. We may see some bold maneuvers out there today.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Well, here we are then, trackside ready for the Hungarian GP. And yeah, strategy is going to be absolutely everything this afternoon. Obviously, we did very, very well yesterday to try and drag that set of these soft compound tyres throughout the entire sprint race. So we know if we need to go a little bit long on them, that we can there. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can mix around our strategy, which is a little bit of a shame. I would love to try and get rid... Oh, there we go. Don't know what that's all about. Oh yeah, I just want to be able to start this race on the medium tyres, but I don't think it's going to let us, which is a little bit of a shame. Now, apparently I've completely broken the alternate strategy as well inside this game. But let's do this thing then, here from Hungary. The feature race from round 10 of the campaign, 5 red lights. And it's going to be lights out, and away we go there. And just like yesterday, Victor Martins the man on the move, but we get straight around the outside of Juan Manuel Correa down in towards turn 1 there. Everyone desperate to try and get to the inside. There's Yuma Lassa. Oh, gets a very, very good run down in towards turn 1 there. We were lucky. He kind of spotted me on the outside. It's 3 wide on the exit of the corner with Martins and the young Japanese driver. We're going to get a little bit of a pinch on the inside as we make our way through turn 3, but we definitely cannot find a way around Iwasa there. Just going to park the Dams car on the apex, and Martins will say thank you very much as we make our way up in towards turn 4. A dramatic little start then to this feature race. Plenty of very close wheel-to-wheel racing. But of course, remember what I said in the intro. Today is going to be about trying to keep the nose clean more than ever before in this series. So yeah, we need to make sure that, you know, we're just a bit cool, calm and collected. Make sure we stay measured in this race as well. It's going to be a tough old afternoon once more here from Hungary. But I think, yeah, if we can obviously utilise our strategy, then we should be on for quite a good result. Well, it is still my teammate Frederik Vesti at the front of the field. Of course, should have won the feature race last weekend at Silverstone, but it really, has been a disappointing campaign for my Prema teammate. Back-to-back pole positions, though, so clearly he has got the pace in the car. But yeah, I'll be honest as well, after today, I think we've really got some good tracks to finish off this season, obviously. Next time out will be at the Belgian Grand Prix. Then we've got Zandvoort and Monza before our championship finale, obviously out in Abu Dhabi. So yeah, I think we've got a really good little calendar between now and the end of the season. Hopefully tracks are going to suit us, because honestly at this point I'm still very, very nervous about this championship, because usually by this point we've got a little bit of a lead in previous years, but that has not happened yet. What's also not happened is I've not worked a way around Victor Martins, so we need to continue trying to apply pressure there as he seems a little bit stuck behind the dams. Yellow's out. Oh, someone's gone. We might have a red flag here. One of the Camposes has gone for a spin, and it looks like cars are now navigating their way through as Victor Martins wanted to make a move on Ayumu Oasa. Somehow we've gone green flag racing again there, but that honestly for a moment looked like that could have been game over for, I assume, Boschong, but it could be Kushmaini. Well, let's take a look then as to what happened to Ralph Boschong here, making his way through the final couple of corners, and is just potentially going to overcook the rears. Yes, he is. Dabber throttle and tries to do a big save there, and he's going to leave drivers sprawling for a way through. Doesn't actually look as bad as I thought it did on paper. But yeah, Boschong almost bringing out a red flag early on today. Oh, and I think, yeah, he is now breaking down and out of the GP as well then. So heartbreak for Ralph Boschong this afternoon. He is the first retirement from this feature. Oh, here we go. Under some pressure, Juan Manuel Correa now having a look to our inside on the run back down to turn 1. And luckily, well, he times it a bit badly because he's now in the yellow flag zone, so won't be able to pull off the move there. Hopefully they're going to get rid of Boschong's car sooner rather than later. But yeah, I'm struggling a little bit early on. Look at the way Martins is able to pull away on the run back down into turn 1. They're all Oasa just a little bit wide at the apex. But we just cannot find a way around anyone at the moment unless Martins was to lose the DRS. Seem to be running a lot higher downforce around this venue. And of course that means, yeah, through the middle sector we are, and the final sector, sticking to him like glue. Oh, that was almost game over. We had to try and keep my foot in a little bit to make sure the back end didn't completely run round, but that was almost GG here at the Hungaroring. That's got to be one of my best saves of F1 23. Arthur Leclerc there, a little bit of a poor run. Had a little show of the nose to make our way through the next chicane, and like I said, it's through these corners where we really have got the advantage over the AI. See, able to get all the way to the inside of Leclerc as we make our way down the end of Sector 2. It was a very robust move in the end, and I didn't really give him much of an option. Mark happy with it, so therefore we will be as well. Sometimes you've just got to get the elbows out. Well, now I know it's possible to go for moves through this middle sector. Is there any possible way we can try and set up another one? Martins definitely seems a bit more confident behind the wheel of his ARTs. You can just see there, we get close again, but cannot quite find a way through. I think we're going to start seeing AI pit now, though, just under half distance. My goal is to try and get these tyres to about lap 10, just because they did hang on quite well in the sprint race yesterday, and then obviously we'll bolt on the mediums for the second half, as no one in front of me then into the pit lane. Yeah, I was kind of just thinking, of course, if we could get clear track space at least, or even just a clear run through the pit lane there, as that's a big mistake at the final corner. But yeah, if I wanted that, I should have boxed that lap apparently. I think Martins now is getting fed up behind Oasa as well. We're starting to lean on the ART car a little bit more, and yeah, that dam's just dropped back so badly behind some of those cars up in front, round the outside of Victor Martins, but he's not having any of it. Look at that, the Frenchman just swoops back around me and goes, well, anything you can do, I can do better. We'll try and have a look again, and once more Martins will just slam the door. You can see him sliding that ART car around. Fred Vesti, still race leader then, into the pit lane at the end of that lap. And unfortunately for me, Martins is going to box, but Iwasa going to stay out there then. So can we find a way around the Dams car on our pit-in lap? Let's see then, as I'm praying Vesti gets a nice clean tidy stop. Of course, all the AI will be going for a double soft compound run here. But yeah, we drop back slightly behind Iwasa, but we all need to peel in this lap. There we go, everyone else into the pit lane then, because to be honest, I had completely forgot that we need to box. Oh, Iwasa almost put it in the pit wall there. Don't want to do that, my friend. So make our way in. Please say they're going to change the wing. Please say they're going to change the wing. I'm such a moron. They are changing the wing. That's alright. We picked up a 5-second penalty. That's completely fair. I messed up that entry. For some reason, I always think on this game that it's further back, but we're going to lose out a lot of time in the process of all this. 13.5-second stop. Not ideal. We'll stay ahead of Zane Maloney, but yeah, we're going to be right down the rear of the field now. But of course, what's important... Oh, there we go. Roy Nassani just gets out in front of me. Is we don't have the box again. The AI all do. So they're going to be quicker than me for a few laps. But they're going to lose out a load of time boxing. So that's where we've got to try and win this thing. Fred Vesti already making his way through turn 5, though. When I say, obviously, the AI are going to be quicker. Normally, I don't include Roy Nassani in that. Because, well, it's Roy Nassani at the end of the day. But yeah, as we try and make our way through the end of Sector 2, to be honest, if I can avoid staring at the back of this PHM car, I'm certainly going to try and take it. There is Vesti at 1:31.9. He is cooking. I mean, even with that DRS there, we're still not really gaining anything on Roy. Oh, as we make our way back down into turn 1, we will gain a lot though in the braking zone. Down the inside we'll go there, and that's a proper Hungaroring turn 1 dive. We got Mark, seemingly not too interested. Oh no, here comes Roy Nassani as I look back down the inside of turn 1. Won't allow that to stick though, clean around him we'll go. I'll hang on to P19 for now, but yeah, I'm looking at this on paper. This could be really close between ourselves and Fred Vesti by the end. See, he's going to lose about 30 seconds by pitting. We're about 25 seconds behind, but we're also losing a second a lap by being on these harder tyres. It is anybody's game at the moment. The lap times at the moment are brutally consistent. I think the last 3 we've done have all been within a tenth of each other, so we're slowly inching towards Roman Stanek. Would just be nice to get inside his DRS range, have a little bit of free time for a couple of laps, but yeah, this one is really going to come down to the wire. 5 laps to go here from the Hungaroring, and it really just depends on what happens to the AI now. Well, ask and you shall receive, apparently. Now inside the range of Stanek in front. I say, it seems like the AI now really starting to struggle on their soft compound tyres. But, yeah, I just really don't know. Is Stanek going to go slow through here? Yes, he is. We'll get to the inside. Oh, the Trident wanted to turn in. We won't allow it. Through and up into P18. And what on earth is going on up here? A huge train. There's Jan Daruvula, of course, still second in the Drivers' Championship at the moment. Stuck at the back, staring at Richard Vachon's rear end all day long. Oh, they're 2-3 wide up there. What on earth is happening late on in the day? I had also got to factor in, of course, our 5-second penalty. So that might end up being what costs us this afternoon. It's still Vesti followed by Hauger at the front of the field. So, of course, the top priority is that we take points out of Brad Benavidez still. But, yeah, that 5-second penalty might really come back to haunt me here. Oh, Daruvula's just let me by. Okay. Not too sure what that one was, Jan, but clearly saw me closing in on him and thought, I'll let him through. Here we go. This is where things will get interesting then. Dennis Hauger, first car into the pit lane then, so not 100% sure why MP Motorsport making him do 2 laps on that set of tyres, but look at this train. Crawford, Correa, everyone on split strategy at the moment. Iwasa seems to hang it closer to that pit wall than any other driver for whatever reason. But there is Dennis Hauger then already heading back out onto the circuit. So we might not be 5 seconds in front of him. Down the inside of Vachon. No. In a word, Hauger, what's the gap going to be to Dennis? Oh, okay, it's 6.6 seconds. So we might be safe from him, but Fred Vesti did have an even bigger advantage. Oh, there we go. Not too sure what Vishal's plan is, getting to the inside so desperately, but we will swoop round him. And up then into P11 of this GP. Never had in my head that chicane would be the place to overtake this afternoon. There we go. Vesti into the pit lane then. He's not going to get disqualified like he did at Silverstone. Fred Vesti coming in to try and see if he can convert this into a race victory. And I'm sure we're going to see all of the other AI into the pit lane. We have never had race strategies like this inside any of our previous F2 career modes. But yeah, Cody's EA messed up this game so badly with the Formula 2 cars. Someone has stayed out though. That is Jack Doohan, of course, who retired early on in the race. So, sorry, in the sprint race yesterday. So he's won this thing pretty much guaranteed then, as young Jack Doohan, unless he gets a puncture on this final lap. But it looks like we should be safe from Fred Vesti as well, of course, because the AI are going to be on all the tyres. Clement Novalak now up into the lofty heights of P5. He might get a nosebleed running up there, but yeah, Jack Doohan 7 seconds up the road. Can't remember how long he made it into the sprint yesterday. But it looks like this one's going to be his for the taking. Well, rounding his way through the final few corners, then Jack Doohan once again is going to be back on the top step of an FIA Formula 2 podium. Tell you what, we have been taking a lot of time out of him on this final lap, but the Invicta Virtuosi driver is going to do enough there, rounding our way through the final corner. It's going to be P2 here at the Hungaroring. Does that give us a championship lead? I just don't know yet.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
So another fantastic victory for Virtuosi. And I have to wonder, Davide Valsecchi, just what set them apart from the competition here.
This race, this win, was about one thing and one thing only: consistency. Anyone can be quick for just one lap, but there's a difference between that and being quick every lap, over and over and over. If you can do that, if you can gain ground when your opponents make mistakes, but then not make mistakes on your own, you can just push and push.
Another race and another victory for Virtuosi as we see the drivers make their way out to the podium for the final ceremony. Superb racing out there today and a well-deserved win. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Ollie Bearman takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
Lots of driver impressed me today, Alex. But if I have to say one that impressed me most, it's Jack Doohan.
On to the teams then. MP Motorsport move further clear at the top. Meanwhile, Prema have improved their position. A strong weekend for them as they fight their way to the top. And after all that excitement, I think it's time for a lie down. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you when Formula 2 returns.
Well, there we are then, the end of the F2 weekend here from the Hungaroring. And what a weekend it has been there. Jack Doohan from 5th on the grid will end up taking what looks like a rather dominant race victory here at Magyar Nagadic. But P2 for us and P3 for Fred Vesti, a double Prema podium, really does help us out in the championship with just a handful of races to go there. Hauger in 4th ahead of Novalak, Pourchaire, Fittipaldi, Brad Benavides, Victor Martins, and Arthur Leclerc again gets that car inside of the top 10 there. So a weekend to remember for the Monegasque driver. But 1 point is the margin now between myself and Brad Benavides as we head into the final, 4 rounds of this championship. It is still absolutely all to play for there. Gian Daruvula, Enzo Fittipaldi, Pourchaire, Cordeal, I mean, really, you could argue anyone down to Clement Novalak in P10 surely have still got their eyes on the championship at the moment. They're 35 points covering 10 drivers. And of course, with the bonus points for pole position, if next weekend was the final weekend of the championship, all 10 of us would go in with a chance at the title there. Constructors-wise, though, yeah, good weekend for Prema. Means we're up now into a comfortable P4, but we know just how quickly that can turn around there. ART, 4 points back behind MP Motorsport there, but Virtuosi will be loving that result for Jack Doohan, and yeah, they will be in P3 for now. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very, very soon when Formula 2 returns, ready in Belgium. You guys do not want to miss that. A massive thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters for their continued donations to help my work. These things go much further than I think a lot of you ever realise, and allow me to continue making content full-time here on YouTube. So if you want to support me from as little as £1 a month and be featured on all of these end clips, either click the join button next to the subscribe or head over to my Patreon. There's a link down in the description.